Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Carson and I'm the Early Intervention Mental Health Coordinator for Bradford Tioga Head Start. There's so much uncertainty in our lives right now with the entire world responding to this coronavirus crisis, and stress levels are at an all-time high. Because of this, we here at Head Start wanted to provide some support and guidance on how to help minimize not only your stress, but your child's stress as well. In this video, I will talk about ways you can help your child manage how they are feeling about all of this and how you can help yourself deal with the stress that you are going through. Because ultimately, when all members of a family can feel better emotionally, it makes it easier to manage life during difficult times such as these. First, it's important to understand that though your child is young, they can experience stress the same as you and me, and unfortunately, since they may not yet be aware of how to control the emotions that are caused by the stress, you may see an increase in undesirable behaviors such as whining or crying, having temper tantrums, being physically aggressive, or just not doing what you want them to do. Children are able to be at their best when life is predictable, and right now their lives have changed drastically because they're not going to school, to the parks, to visit with friends and family. They're probably missing all the people in their lives that they're not seeing right now. And to top it off, it is hard for them to understand what is even going on. They hear us talk and hear terms such as COVID or Corona. They can see and feel the worry in you and other adults around them, but may not understand what it all means. I can only imagine that this could cause me to be stressed. But there are ways for you to help them through this, and if they are less stressed, they will have less of those behaviors we talked about, and that means one less stressor for you. The first thing is to focus on making sure you're engaging with your child. It is so easy these days to get lost in technology. Kids and adults spend a lot of time engaged in activities that involve a phone, TV, tablet, or whatever else you might use. However, spending just a small amount of time each day engaging with your child without these devices can make a world of difference for their emotional well-being. Attachment is a big deal in the world of emotional health, and the more one-on-one time you spend with your child, playing with them, talking with them, you are only adding to a healthy attachment, and when children feel a healthy attachment, they feel safer. So even if the world is in chaos, your relationship with them makes them feel safe. If you could even just spend 15 minutes per day without technology, spending time with your child, it would make a huge impact. The activity itself is less important. You could play a game, play with their favorite toys, play outside, whatever. Personally, my favorite when my son was little was blowing bubbles and drawing with sidewalk chalk. The important thing is the time you are spending with them. Physical activity is also important to provide to your child. It is proven that physical activity at any age helps in improving mood and lowering feelings of anxiety and depression. Nice weather is upon us, and it will be a great opportunity to get outside and play. The bonus about being outdoors is that you and your child can soak up some sunshine, which provides free vitamin D. Vitamin D is a nutrient that your brain loves. It affects the chemicals in your brain that control your mood. So just think, if you were to go outside and play for 15 minutes, you would provide one-on-one time with your child, participate in a physical activity, and get some vitamin D all at once. Obviously, it's not nice every day, so finding a way to provide physical activity indoors will be important. There are a lot of kids' workout videos on the internet. You will just have to find something else to do for your technology free time. Another thing that's important in easing your child's stress is maintaining routine. For your children who go to school, there's a very specific routine that they follow throughout the day. Making sure you are providing this at home is super important. While you may have already had a morning routine or an end of the day /dinner/bedtime routine, you are now in charge of their whole day. Set certain times for certain things and make sure you know what their expectations are. Most of you are familiar with PBIS, the Structured Behavioral Support Program we use in every classroom, also known as Head Start Heroes. Your child is definitely familiar with the idea of earning stars for being safe, kind, and responsible. This would be a great way to extend the structure of the classroom into your homes, and one more thing that is familiar to your child that could help them feel more at ease. In the coming weeks, I will be sending out some additional information on PBIS and using it at home. But if you do not want to wait and have questions about it now, please reach out and let us know. We can definitely help you get that set up. Another thing to think about is talking to your child about the coronavirus and what is going on in our world. It is important that they receive age-appropriate information about the world around them. And hearing adults talk about it but not understanding what is happening is going to create fear. But if they have an understanding of what's going on, it could help to alleviate those feelings of fear. If you feel that it's appropriate for your child, we have resources on our website specific to helping you talk with your kids about the coronavirus. And speaking about our website, you can also find videos of your child's teacher and other classroom staff reading stories, singing songs, and doing activities. If your child is missing school, I'm sure they would love to see these videos. Now that you have some fresh ideas on how to help keep your child's stress level down, let's talk about you. Because let's face it, if your child can tell that you are stressed, they are going to be stressed. That's why it's important to focus on minimizing stress for your whole household. There are so many stressors out there right now, as if whatever stressors were already in your life are not enough. Now you are worried about keeping yourself and your loved ones healthy. You may be experiencing additional financial worries if you or other family members are no longer working. We have no idea how long this is going to last, so we feel like we have a lack of control over our lives. And to top it off, your kids are no longer going to school, and though you love them more than anything in the world, they are probably driving you crazy. This is why it is so important to practice self-care. The essential elements of self-care that I like to focus on are physical activity, drinking water, a healthy diet, vitamin D, yoga and meditation, sleep, and participating in hobbies or things you like to do. It is a fact that when your body is healthy, your mind is healthy. Eating a healthy diet, drinking enough water, having some form of exercise, and getting the right quantity and quality of sleep keeps your body and your mind healthy. There are so many studies on how your physical health and your emotional health greatly impact each other. So by making healthy choices, it will help create a positive mood, reduce your feelings of anxiety, and make stress more manageable. Vitamin D we covered a bit earlier, but it is just as important for you as it is for your child. And the fact that sunshine gives it to us for free is an added bonus. Just make sure to wear sunscreen. A sunburn will not brighten your mood. You can also talk to your doctor about your vitamin D levels. Almost half of our country's population has a vitamin D deficiency, and emotional health is not all that vitamin D contributes to. It impacts your physical health as well. Your doctor can test your vitamin D levels really easily and then recommend an over-the-counter or prescription level daily vitamin. I always like to talk about yoga and meditation when talking about decreasing stress and feelings of anxiety, because meditation, even if only practiced for 5 to 10 minutes per day, is proven to help you control stress and alleviate anxiety. And yoga is pretty much stretching with meditation in it. There are many different levels to yoga, from simple stretching to the headstands you see people doing. So don't be overwhelmed by it. I not only recommend it based on the data that I have read that it is guaranteed to help, but I practice yoga and meditate regularly, and it made a world of difference to my emotional well-being when I started doing it. We will send out some resources to you. However, YouTube is the place to go for a variety of yoga and meditation videos for all levels. So we have to say, one thing about the self-care thing is that it takes time to form habits and feel the effects of it. So though you may feel some relief after one meditation, yoga, or exercise session, overall it will take time of you practicing self-care regularly to really see a difference. So what can you do right now? Well, you can start your new routine of self-care. But I'm also going to talk about a couple of techniques you can use in the moment that are so quick and easy, you can use them anywhere. Home, work, the grocery store, wherever. Just imagine you're in the store, your kids are screaming, and you can feel your stress level getting higher and higher. Or you're at home, and your kids are fighting, and you are trying to get work done. This is when we as parents start to yell or overreact in some way. But here's the thing, yelling never works. It is never effective. So it's important to figure out how to control your stress and emotions so you don't get to that point, so that you can deal with those behaviors effectively. So what can you do? Here are 2 techniques you can try. The first is simply breathing. And while deep breaths are always a good idea, there is a certain type of breathing that is most effective because it has specific counts. You breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold for 7 seconds, and you exhale for 8 seconds, or as long as you can. The most important part is that you are exhaling longer than you inhale. This will help you control your heart rate, which tends to get a little high when we are stressed. So let's try it together. In for 4, hold for 7, out for 8. Now, if you can repeat that 4 times, you will feel calmer. Another technique is called 5-4-3-2-1. Creative, I know. This is a mindfulness exercise, taking your focus away from your stressor and focusing on the world around you. We also, in the mental health world, call it grounding. What you are really doing is distracting your brain from your stressor. You look for 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can touch, 2 things you can smell, and then you take 1 slow, deep breath, similar to what we just talked about. So that's 5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you can touch, 2 things you can smell, and 1 slow, deep breath. See, easy. These are just simple techniques to use in the moment when you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed about something specific. Both will help to decrease feelings of overwhelming stress or anxiety. But remember, practicing self-care will help so that you do not need the in-the-moment techniques because you will better be able to handle your emotions. We'll make sure that you get resources to accompany this video that you will hopefully find helpful. But remember, we're here to help and support you. So if you have any questions about anything in this video or would like additional resources, just let us know. You can find resources on our website at bradfordtiougahs.org. Or if you are looking for something specific and do not know where to start, reach out to your family advocate, family partner, or teacher, and we will help you. I wish you all good luck in your self-care journey, and I hope you all stay safe and healthy. Have a great day.